Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasu here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch today, and we have a lot of cards to go over, especially the tins, because this is probably the most unique way of giving us reprints. I mean that in the most negative way possible, by the way, but we're going to get right into it here. So, because I'm going to give you guys my overall thoughts on the tin. I'm not just going to say tin's bad because tin's bad. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you've not already. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost too. You can also become a YouTube channel member, which helps the channel. Thank you to all my YouTube channel members. Join the Discord in the comment section in the description below. We have a lot of cool discussions there. Market Watch, Hat, Edison, all this cool stuff. So come on ahead and join up. Check out my other sponsors as well. And let me know what cards we'll go over next Market Watch. We're going to get right into this here. So Thrust has been going crazy because people thought, oh, we're finally going to get a reprint of this. And I knew it was going to be hard to pull. It's not till like the fourth reprint where Konami tries to make it accessible. Ultis right now are 75, like 90, goes up to 150. I mean, am I shocked at this? Absolutely not. I'm just shocked that the other versions we're keeping up for so long. Like, you got Ultras here at $47, $50. These are Ultras, by the way, for Maze of Millennia at $50, basically. At this point, I would actually, if I had to get a set of Thrust, I would actually gamble on a tin and trade what the tin has. I don't know. I would not pay this. Secret OGs, same exact price. And I know a lot of people get upset if I call the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, not my community, idiots. But here's the thing, right? Why is the OG Secret here mirroring the Ultra? It just makes no sense. I don't want to hear, oh, people just want the card. Look, if you have to buy the card online for full price, right? Wouldn't you buy the OG version if you're not even saving like $1 or $2? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, if this was $30-ish, say 33, and the OG was secret, okay, well, you're saving $15. That's more money for groceries, right? More important things, right? Then maybe I could tell you, oh, it's better to get the secret in the long run, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But, like, at this point, I just don't really understand it. And then you have this one here, and this is what really ticks me off, right? You already saw me rant about Rage. You got them at $28. This is a Prismatic Secret Rare, right? This is the cheapest version that if you want to play this card and you want the cheapest, most budget version, here you go. Why are the Ultras 20 whole more dollars? I don't get this community, man. But we're just going to go through the tins here. And we're actually going to go through them very slowly. So, overall, I'm going to go through some of the tins, and then I'm going to tell you my opinion on them. So, we have SP Little Knight here at $43. Look, I know that's not as cheap as people thought it was going to be, but this card always hovered around like 80 to like 120, 130. I expected the reprint to be money. $43 is fine for this. Dark Magical, by the way, remember, these are pre-sales because this is Thursday morning. When everyone gets to finally start dumping their listings, I think like later Friday / Saturday may be the time to actually get your cards. Just keep that in mind. You got the QC Dark Magician Girl at $29, $30, which that's pretty cool, actually. You know, I do want one. I was hoping to pull one. Unfortunately not. You have the alternate art at $30, but this is the Prismatic Secret, which is honestly crazy. I don't know why this is worth as much as the QC, and I know that Dark Magician Girl sells, but man, oh man. We're going to see her like every tin, I feel. Blue Eyes White Dragon QC, I was lucky enough to pull one of these, which, by the way, I am replacing my keyboard pretty soon. My cat lives on it. Just for those who are like looking at that opening, yeah. I've cleaned it once before, but it takes so much time, and I already have a new one that I want to replace it with anyway, so I'm probably just going to do that. Thrust, we already went over. Trident Dragon at 18. Very fair. This is a very, very fair price for Trident. Granted, there's 50 listings here at 18. So this card's probably going to drop to $10. So when it drops even further, go ahead, grab your copy, and Tempai's now a budget deck. Transaction rollback at 18. Again, 57 copies this time. Probably going to drop even further once, you know, mid-Friday rolls around. Diabellstar the Black Witch. Now, I don't see this really holding that much value, only because this is confirmed in Bonanza. So, this is the kind of card where if you really, really need Black Witch, you would have just bought the OG Secret. This is a very terrible fake price. I'll also have a 5 cards to get from the tins, probably. But I want that dropping, like, Friday, like Saturday morning or Friday night, something along those lines. This pattern here is 18 bucks. Okay. I think that's fair, but it will probably drop even further because the Ultra's holding 17. So this could probably be like 10 bucks, but I think it's a nice card to get when it drops to $10. Chaos Angel, okay, so 18 is like the benchmark for a lot of these cards, I've noticed. All right. Chaos Angel at 18, I can hold at 18. I think that's fine. You got Wanted here at 17. Do not get this because I'm just going to show you this really quickly here. You can't go all versions, but the OG Wanteds are, I think, like 17, right? Do I really have to scroll through all these? Okay. Yeah, they're like 17. Get yourself, an OG set. Bonfire. Now, these are the prismatic secrets, so they look a lot nicer than the Ultras. $17. Look, if you've wanted to play this card for a long time, and you were like, dude, I want this card. I want to play my fun decks with it. You have a beautiful prismatic secret instead of spending, even when they were like 50, 150 for a set, right? Even though they were up to about 300 to 350. I actually think this is kind of one of the pre-sales where I'm like, okay, that makes sense. $18. Could it go further down? It could, but could also go up. And I just feel like if you wanted this card for a while and you've waited and you're like, no, I'm not spending $40, $50 for Ultras, 18 for Secrets is where it's at. If you get them any cheaper, absolutely grab them. Albion, $13 here. It's probably going to go down like $3. Quem at 12 is actually kind of shocking here at 12. I think $12 for a Quem is $13. Not bad at all. Red Eyes Black Dragon Alternate Art. Here's 12. So, sure. Tier Limit Kashtira here at 12. A little too much for my blood. Definitely not. You got you got Sky Crisis here at $13, which someone want me to check the OG of this to see what it's kind of at. I think these are today at about 15 bucks. Like 15, 16. Prismatic Secrets will probably drop a little further. You've got the Starlight here at 135, or I should say QC. Yeah, that's actually not bad. 135? I actually like that price a lot. But can these secrets go up or down? I personally think I don't see a lot of people playing it right now. So it's going to go down and then go up. I did not click that. Thank you, though, TCG Player Direct. Thank you. What else do we have here? Then you have, like, the limbs here. A lot of collectors are interested in the limbs. And they're hard enough to pull where they're going to have some value. Imseti at 13. Definitely can hold at 13. And then Unchained Yama at 11. And I'm going to, at this point, start telling you my opinion at the end of this page. But remember that this is $11. And the OG Yama is probably, like, what, 12, 13? I think Yama's probably going to hold a lot of value. Yeah, 10 bucks here. I think Yama, it could go down to like 8, but it's going to be hard because that's going to hold a lot of value. The Feather Duster, I think, is very overrated, even though I like it. This should have been a QC. Like QC Alternate Art Duster instead of green, yellow, and red gadget. Like, that was just like, I don't know. They want to give it filler, but like, the tins always do so bad. You can't make the tins too damn good, right? Especially when you hear my opinion here. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero at 10 bucks. Very amazing reprint here. I think if you see this card drop to $2 or below, this is absolutely the play. By far to get. Big welcomes at 10. Overrated. Centurion Primera at 9. I mean, people want their cheaper Centurion cards, spending 20 to 35. 8 bucks. People will buy it at this price, by far. They will buy it at 8, 9. Can it go further down? It could, but people will buy it. Same with Oath and all that. Shining Wingman at 8, 9 is cool. It's cool. Thea the Primal Being, this is the new quote-unquote Nibiru, 8 bucks. Crimson Dragon card? Oh my gosh, Crimson Dragon card? Is this just the... Why does it say card? That's funny to me. And then, let's see. Galaxy Photon Dragon at 5. That's not really going to be good. Revolution at 8. Dude, OGs were cheaper. Raigeki at 8 is really cool, too. In fact, let me show you something funny here. I think Evolution Secrets might actually... This might be worth more than the OG real quick. I just want to, like, make sure, though. Nah, they went back up to about 8, 9. Okay. And then you have Anima QC at like 6. Rock of the Vanquisher at 6. For your Prismatic Secret. Okay, just go get the ulti at $6. What? That no one's buying that. Fusion Armament. Again, these pre-sales are pretty bad here. We're getting to the point where I can't even like see it realistically. So I'm gonna tell you what I think of the tins. I think this way of doing the tint is overall bad for the player base because if, as you see from the prices, these quote unquote reprints aren't lowering the price of the OG cards. In fact, before we got the pre-sales up, in the coming weeks, we saw the OGs start soaring up in value because people were like, hey, why would I, sell my OGs when the tins are so big and everything's in a way short print, right? Because it's so hard to pull anything of what you want that what's the point? I'm not going to be saving much money, if at all. And that's kind of the problem with these tins. It defeats the purpose of reprints. I feel like if you didn't sell your OG stuff, usually you lose, but you end up winning here. And by the way, that's for like most cards here. Now, are these tins going to sell well? A lot of people say no, they're going to sell terribly. This is going to be the worst tins ever. I disagree. I think these tins are going to sell well because at the end of the day, people need cards from Age of Overlord, and they're not opening up the cases. People want, Yamas. People want the Duelist Nexus cards. People want the Clems and the branded stuff, right? The QCs also help because these QCs, especially because people like QCs, if these tins ever drop to like $12, $14, like something like that, you're going to have QCs. You're going to be having like, your case are going to be profiting you. These tins can't go down because the cards will hold so much value that when the tins start going out, people are going to buy them in droves, even though they hate the product, right? Because the money and value is there. So Konami, in a way, I hate to say it, they solved the tins by shoving more QCs down our throat and not really reprinting cards. It's a horrible way to treat the player base, but I think, unfortunately, money-wise, it's going to help them. Stores aren't going to be sitting on these for a year and a half anymore. And I literally say that because I still see shops have 2022. 23, the 25th anniversary, they still have those, right? People don't understand how bad tins are when it, like, dude, I went to the best, by the way, locals in my state, right? When they were getting 45 people, and they ended up having to sell, they were selling tins for $10. They have so many in display, it wasn't even funny, right? People just will buy this at, like, especially because the tins, and I don't know how to tell people this, it's very obvious if the tins are going to be good or not when you look at what sets are being reprinted. Age of Overlord and Valiant Smashers with all the Centurion cards, and then Maze with Bonfire and Rollback. That's going to already sell the tins amazingly. Everything else, Cyberstorm Axis, good stuff like this batter, all that is going to help sell these. And then you got QCs for nostalgia that are actually good. So, yeah, they gave up. And then we also do have some exclusives, which, you know what? Thank you for giving us exclusives finally. They really want to make sure that these tins sold. They were very worried. I can absolutely tell. And that's why they did what they did. It's scummy, though. Also, before I move on, if you guys disagree or agree with me, please let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys think about these tins. If you agree, if you disagree. I'm not saying this to, like, lick Konami's boot or anything. But, like, that's what I think. I think the tins are going to sell well. Even though I don't like that, Konami's going to be hitting a very nasty lick on this. Evil Swarm X Saiton Knight. Now, this is basically Zeus for level 4s. Right now, these are $30. 32 for your first ed. Going up to about 40. Oh, I did not say at the cart. Okay, great. That's gonna be there for a while. Go up to 40, even $65 here. So cards going up like crazy here. Number 50, the Black Shaft of Porn. This is $25. Go up to 37. So still bought out. Like we thought. Man, we went over a lot of these hat cards in the last market watch too. So you guys gotta watch every market watch. Even the old ones, I make sure they're relevant for at least a week. So go ahead, watch those. Now, $10, 15, 16 for the Mega Pack one. A little too much money for my blood. Silent Honor Arc here. I told people, by the way, to get the OGs of this card at like $10. Should have listened. Silent Honor Arc, right now, these are 58, 60, going up to 68/$69. Go up to 75. Wow. Hat formats in full swing. This card is more money than it was on release. The ghosts are 25, 26 here. All right. What's Cyber Dragon at Ghost? I'll entertain that. 38. Not terrible. Number 101 here, the Ultras here. For near mint lightly played. I want to look what these are. First set here for 4 to 5, 5, 6. I honestly think that if you've missed the ultis, which is, unfortunate, and you don't really care about the ghosts, get the OG Ultra. These look beautiful. Number 106, Giant Hand. I asked in my last smartwatch, is this hat legal? Because I was like, is it? And it turns out it is. Right now, these are 50 cents. I'm telling you, this is a penny stock that is a very good gamble. The premium golds, these are already $5 going up to 10, which is pretty insane here. For this card, it looks exactly like the scan looks like. So I'll leave you guys with that. Ultimate Rare Twin Twisters. Now this card has hit rock bottom. No Nibiru, $12 for your ultis. Do I think this is worth getting? Honestly, if you like these ultis, which I love this style of ultis, $12, $13, that's 40 for a set. I think it's great. You got the QCs here at $5. Yeah, just get the ulti. There's no point in getting the QC when ultis are 13. Ultimate Slayer QC. This is seeing a lot of play in the OCG, and now the TCG is actually picking this card up. Right now, these are about 13, go up to $15 for your Ultimate Slayers here. I love this card. I ended up getting the QC because it's just beautiful. I am so glad that that this card is I did not pick up the OG Starlight, which I actually want to look at what the OG Starlight is. 38, $42. That's not terrible actually. I wouldn't mind getting a set of first eds of those. Honestly, $2 for your plats, not bad at all. Your OG secrets are like $2. You got your collectors at $1. Not bad. Now, Vanquish Soul Mad Love, I want to show something crazy. You have the ultras here about 10, go up to $13 here, but you have the CRs at 14, go up to $16 here. So go get yourself the CRs if you're going to grab this card. Again, I don't like when Konami just completely and utterly forgets to reprint half or like a quarter of these archetypes that they're reprinting. It's really lame. Same with Vanquish Soul Caesar. These are like $10 here. But the collector rare is about 25. At least it's the collector rare is 25, the ultra rare is 10. People just want the card to play with. Sure, right? But Mad Love being almost the same price is just ridiculous. So if you have Mad Loves, go ahead, order the CRs while they're cheap right now, and then go ahead and sell your ultras. Then you have the Rock. These have, let's see what near mints are. So you got one here for about 8, 9, 10 to $11. It kind of goes up to here, but it's struggling to reach that $10 mark. And I'm not gonna lie to my audience and say that it hasn't been hovering at this price for a while. Like, it just doesn't want to be it. But however, as you can see here, they are selling here 4, 3, 1. That's 8, 9. Like, this card is selling a lot in September. Could definitely sell more. Harpy's Feather Duster Ulti, $22, $23, $25. That's why I'm saying the Duster is underrated. If it was a QC, I would have understood. But it's just a prismatic secret. $18 here. Or not 18, 20, like 21, 22 to 18. This card is going back up in value, though. I do see that absolutely. Near mints here goes up to, bombs up to 40, actually. So if you actually want Ulti Duster here, looks like it's actually going up here. So I would go grab your ultis while you can. And then Chaos Angel ulti is 37. Not bad at all for this smartwatch. With that being said, I want you guys to leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this smartwatch in the comment section below. I always love hearing your guys' thoughts, as well as what cards to go over next smartwatch and what you think of the tins. Check out Whatnot. If you use my link to register, you get $50 on your next purchase, which is awesome, right? So, and they have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff you can buy. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be a 5 cards to get from these tins. It'll probably be pretty early Friday or Saturday. Peace.